I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything that happened, but I'll try my best to lay it all out. My ex-fiancé, Mark, and I were together for 4 years. We met in college, and what started as an instant spark quickly grew into something deep. Mark was charming, ambitious, and had this infectious confidence that made me feel like we could take on the world together. When he proposed last year, I didn't hesitate for a second. I was sure we were meant to spend our lives together. But over time, things began to change. At first, they were subtle, a missed date night here, a distracted conversation there. Then it became obvious. He was glued to his phone, scrolling late into the night, smiling at messages he never shared. His enthusiasm for our wedding plans waned, and the warmth in his voice was replaced with something distant, something I couldn't quite put my finger on. I ignored the red flags, convincing myself that every couple goes through rough patches. I believed in love and trust. I believed in him. But one night, Mark sat me down on the couch with a look I couldn't quite place, calm, almost rehearsed. And then he said it. I need a break. A break? From what? From me? From our life? My heart started pounding, and before I could even ask why, he continued. I need to explore things with Sarah again. I need to see if there's something still there. Sarah, his ex, the girl he swore was just a friend now. The girl he had accidentally run into more than once over the past few months. The girl who suddenly started appearing in his tagged photos when he was supposedly out with coworkers. I sat there, staring at him, the words twisting like a knife in my chest. I wanted to scream, to cry, to demand answers. But I didn't. Instead, I nodded, stood up and walked away. That night I made a decision. I would not be the woman who begged someone to love her. I would not be the woman who sat around waiting for a man to decide if she was good enough. I wouldn't let this go. I called my realtor friend and secretly listed the house. It was in my name after all. Then, I packed his belongings and shipped them to his mother's house. I included a simple note. Explore as much as you want. Thanks for the reality check before marriage. The next morning, I applied for jobs on the East Coast and started making plans to move. Meanwhile, Mark took to social media. He painted himself as a lost soul on a journey of self-discovery, filling his feed with vague captions about finding himself and embracing the unknown. Mutual friends flooded his comments with words of encouragement, completely blind to the reality of what had happened. I decided I wouldn't let him control the narrative. I posted about my upcoming move, my exciting new job opportunities, and the fresh start ahead of me. The response was overwhelming. Old friends reached out, some offering job leads, others just showing support. Even a few of Mark's acquaintances messaged me privately, hinting that they had lost respect for him. As for Mark's grand love story with Sarah, it crumbled faster than he expected. Whatever fantasy he had built in his mind didn't translate into reality. Within months, Sarah had moved on, this time for good. Mark was left alone, facing the consequences of his choices. Then came the inevitable moment of regret. He messaged me, asking if I still had our old photos in our shared cloud storage. He wanted them for memories. I took a deep breath before replying. I downloaded what I needed. The account no longer exists. That was the last conversation we ever had. Looking back, I see it all so clearly. Sometimes, the worst things that happen to you are actually the best things for you. I lost a fiancé but found myself. And honestly, I've never felt more alive. Funny how life works, isn't it?